Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my chicken Cobb salad. Now this recipe is perfect for the summer as it will keep you hydrated and full. You know, sometimes we have those days in the summer where we just don't want to eat anything. This salad is perfect for those days. It can be enjoyed as either a starter or a main course, so let me show you how it's made. If you do not follow my Instagram, please do check it out for more of my content. Before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that this recipe has 3 main steps. First of all, we're going to prepare the chicken, but of course you can buy ready-made rotisserie chicken. The second step is preparing the actual salad, and the final step is the dressing. As I said before, you can buy ready-made rotisserie chicken or you can make it at home. This is how I make it at home with a little bit of a twist. For this part of the recipe, we'll be needing 390 grams of chicken, half a teaspoon of red chilli powder, some salt and black pepper to taste, 1 sprig of thyme, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 2 cloves of garlic, a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, or you can choose to add 1 extra clove of garlic, and some oil. The amount of oil that you add depends on how much is needed. This recipe is so simple. All you need to do is combine all of the ingredients aside from the chicken to create a marinade. I'm going to start off by adding just a couple tablespoons of oil, and if you feel the need to add in some more, you can. Feel free to adjust the spices to your personal taste preference. As you can see, I've grated the garlic clove before adding that in. This way the flavours can actually infuse the whole chicken and is not overwhelming. Once your marinade starts coming together, give it a good stir before covering your chicken with it. Make sure that the chicken is really covered because you do not want any part of it to be flavourless. Once the chicken is fully covered, you need to allow this to marinate for 45 minutes. Now we're ready to cook the chicken. I'm just going to cook it in my small oven today. All you need to do is prepare the tray with some baking paper, put on your chicken pieces, and you can add on the extra marinade. I'm going to cook this on 170 degrees for around half an hour or until fully cooked. Before I pop this in the oven, I'm actually going to cover it with some aluminium foil just to prevent the tops from burning. This way the insides can cook as well. Around halfway through the cooking process, or when it's been around 15 minutes, you can take the chicken out and flip it side. Before putting it in, you do not need to put the aluminium foil back on as we now want the chicken to golden. Now we can start preparing the salad. Of course you can use any vegetables that you want, but today I'm adding in half an avocado, 2 large radishes, 12 baby tomatoes, 2 to 3 leaves of lettuce, half a red onion, some lemon wedges, crumbled feta cheese, 4 eggs, and I'm also adding in a quarter of a cucumber as well as 1 to 2 teaspoons of sweet corn. These last 2 ingredients are not so traditional, but they do add a delicious twist. I've already washed all of my ingredients, so we can get started. I'm going to start off by cutting my lettuce into bite-sized pieces. Of course, you can leave these as big or as small as you want. There's really no need to be so neat. You can cut these as roughly as you like. Once my lettuce is chopped, I'm just going to sprinkle it fairly evenly all over my platter. Next up is the radish. I've already removed the top and the root, so I'm just going to slice it down the middle and then cut the middles into quite thin slices. But of course, if you like a bit more of a crunch, you can make the slices thicker. To present the radishes, I'm just going to create a diagonal border on my platter. This way there's a bit of a colour, and when you serve it there'll be a bit of a crunch in every bite. Now I'm going to slice the chicken. Of course you can slice it as thick or as thin as you want. I went for quite thick pieces today. As I told you before, I'm also adding in a cucumber, but this is not very traditional in a chicken Cobb salad. I personally like to add it in because it adds a bit of a crunch factor, which I like. I'm going to slice the cucumber down the middle, and then each half is going to be sliced quite finely. Next, I'm going to prepare the avocado by cutting it down the middle, and then I'm going to get one of the halves and just cut that again in half so we have 2 quarters. Each quarter can be sliced into pretty thin slices. When it comes to the baby tomatoes, you can choose to cut them down the middle, but I'm just keeping them whole today. I've already peeled the onion, so I'm going to slice this quite long and quite thin. Here I have some boiled eggs. I'm just going to quarter them and spread them around the platter. Another optional vegetable for you to add is some sweet corn. I'm just going to sprinkle this around the platter as well. I love to add feta into my salad, so I'm going to cut it into quite big cubes. However, you can choose to crumble it as well. I'm going to share a dressing with you. This is completely optional. You can use whichever dressing that you want, but for my dressing you need 80 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 garlic clove, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and an 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. To make the dressing, all you need to do is combine all of the ingredients in a jar. Make sure that you grate your garlic clove before adding it in, and then you close the lid and give it a good shake. When pouring the dressing onto your salad, be careful not to add too much because a little bit of this dressing does go a very long way. It is super tasty and rich in flavours, so you don't really need to add too much. So here it is guys, here is the end result. As I told you, this salad is super delicious, but don't just take my word for it, do try it out and let me know how you found it. If you like my video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to share this recipe with your friends and family so that they can try it out too. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!